Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Crypto Insider channel. I am the Crypto Insider, back with another cryptocurrency video for you today, which is April 13th, 2020. I haven't been on for a few days. Took a little break for the holidays, but I'm back today with our cryptocurrency video. We've got a few stories for you. If you're new to the channel, what you're seeing on the screen before you right now is the donation we make to at Good XRP for each new subscriber to the channel. They take our donation, break it off to 9 different charities, and all of them have a really good mission. You can go to the tweets or follow at Good XRP, and you'll get one every time somebody donates. And you'll get to see how that money's moving to them and what they're doing with it. So a lot of really good places in here. Dog rescues, they help vets. St. Jude's is in there. Clean Water Project, tree planting, that sort of thing. All good stuff that we support here at the channel. It's kind of a promotional, help us get subscribers, help them get their mission accomplished. I like to do that rather than the stuff on Twitter, you know, follow me and forward, and I'll give you some XRP maybe on the 4th Tuesday of the 13th month of the year. I don't even understand most of this. Before we get into the prices, which I'm going to discuss here in a moment from Live Coin Watch, I'd like to say that I'm not a financial planner, certified financial analyst. I'm not selling any investment products. I'm just a guy that's worked in the fintech space for a long time with a lot of the Ripple partners. You know, I was at the XRP Arcade website, Leonidas's website, looking at the top 100 Ripple partners or whatever, and I'm just like, oh wow, I worked for that one, I've worked with that one, I've worked it here, you know, in little ways, not necessarily in cross-border payments, you know, that's not my area of expertise, but sometimes I can try to fit the mission or the roadmap that I get to see of these companies in with what they're doing with XRP, and hopefully I'll be able to get a little insight here or there. Most of the stuff right now that I'm seeing with Ripple partners, and not even just Ripple partners, every one of the major banks, is them increasing the capacity for customer service and for just general throughput for things like remote apps, more network capacity, because, you know, people aren't traveling as much, so people are doing all their banking online, and they're getting a lot of customers that maybe didn't like that or didn't want to do it before, but now it's attractive because of the coronavirus pandemic. Let's get into the prices here. Bitcoin dominance sitting at, you know, 64.7%. So not a big change there, not anything that's really noteworthy. Bitcoin's still in the lead, having pulled back over the past few days. You can see lost 3.31% in the 24 hours. XRP losing a little more, 5.5%. It's down to down 0.12% on the hour. Ethereum is one to watch. Apparently, all the traders that I follow are saying that Ethereum has room to grow, or has room to start their cycle now, and so it's going to be interesting to see over the next few days if those traders have called it correctly. No huge winners in the top 10. When you get to top 12, the only winner, really, other than Tether, is Chainlink, up 0.12% from yesterday. But still, up quite a bit for the week or the month. You know, a lot of good positive stuff on Link. If you look at the just the trend of their weekly chart here on the right, that's good to go from here to here. And this is just a weekly chart. XLM, a lot, just about every crypto is down right now. I expect this will probably change throughout the week. HBAR not making any. It's been at 0.03 to 0.04 dollars, so 3 or 4 cents for a while now. It's one that we do expect will add on to its market cap as time goes on and as it gets more recognition and listed on more exchanges. Let's see what's happening here at the Coinalyze page for XRP. Just in the past 5 minutes, it looks like we've got some green on the moving averages. So this stuff changes very quickly. Up 14.5% for the 30-day period, 2.3% on the 7-day period. With the high being 20.5 cents. So it would be nice to see it get back there. I expect that it will. It's going to be interesting to watch Bitcoin as the halving comes up. We're only, a month? I don't know exactly which day the halving happens. But we're a month away, and it's going to be interesting to watch the Bitcoin price because remember, as Bitcoin goes, so goes XRP from that Bitcoin dominance at 65%. So if we do see a huge run in Bitcoin, chances are, the rising tide will lift all the boats, and maybe we'll see a little bit of a gain from that. I'm looking forward to it. I've got a few stories here today for XRP, and it's not going to really behoove me to read each one in depth. But the first one is by William Suberg, and it comes from Cointelegraph. XRP Stellar too closely held to offer fund investors, Mark Yusko. One of cryptocurrency's biggest hedge funds says it will keep avoiding XRP and Stellar because their supply is too centralized. In an interview with YouTube series Thinking Crypto on April 10th, Mark Yusko, CEO of Morgan Creek Digital, confirmed that its policy on the two altcoins would stay unchanged. And he goes on to say that they don't want to hold them because they believe they're too centralized or too centrally held, meaning there are institutions that own too large of a percent. And here's a quote from him. Tesla, for example, by size, would be in the S&P. But it can't be because it's too closely held and I can manipulate the price, he said. The same thing is true in crypto. There were two which had too much densely held tokens, so we feel that those they're not as freely tradable as, say, Bitcoin or Ethereum or Dash or Monero. Okay. That may be true on paper, and I'm sure that's what a lot of these hedge funds and asset funds are looking at, and they review and re-review the different assets and things they can put inside their hedge funds quite a bit. And for some people, they're not going to like that Ripple owns a huge amount of XRP. They're just not going to. And they may never even go past that to see that it's all in a programmatic release that could take 30 years for it all to trickle out into charging battery. Yeah, thank you for that disembodied voice. Uh, in any case, what are we going with the story here? I'm making a mess of it today because I got thrown off by the disembodied voice of my Corsair headphones. So it's not going to be for everybody, and a lot of it is not only the review of the numbers, it's the personality of the investor. And I'm going to kind of pair this with the next story, Anchorage Institutional. This from Herald Sheets. Anchorage Institutional Custody Solution Provider adds support for XRP. Anchorage, an institutional solution provider, has added support for the third largest crypto. The new addition has given Ripple's digital token XRP another means for needed expansion. XRP is a crypto created to allow fast, cost-efficient transactions and scalability. In the course of the development, it has been able to win the hearts of many financial institutions that hold it in numbers to leverage its embedded functionalities. The president of Anchorage, Diogo Monica, while reacting to the new development, said, Anchorage aims to support every digital asset that meets our standards of quality and security, such as XRP. As a leading crypto asset for global payments and remittances, XRP is attractive to many institutional investors. We're working closely with Xspring blockchain to support our institutional clients. Okay, so you have the hedge fund people saying, no, it's too closely held. You have Anchorage saying, we love it. And so you can see the difference in just personalities. It depends on who's in a position of power where. One place loves it, one place isn't so sure. They never really say in this other article that they hate XRP. They just don't like the distribution of it right now. That could change as XRP provides if it starts to demonstrate returns, they may change their mind on that. So we'll see. I believe that institutional adoption and utility are going to drive the prices of XRP at some point, or I would not buy it if I thought it was just going to slowly descend into nothing. And we're seeing that with ODL. If you follow the Twitter liquidity index bot, you will see us breaking the all-time highs on the ODL transactions. We were starting to get some nice price movements before the coronavirus, but when the coronavirus hits, we saw it all over. Just a huge drop on March 12th there. Forbes has a story. This Bitcoin challenger is suddenly soaring and fast approaching its all-time high price. This is about Chainlink. The Bitcoin price has treaded water over the last 24-hour trading period, though the top 20 currency Chainlink has added some 3% over that time. Chainlink, an Ethereum-powered cryptocurrency that trades under the name Link, has added almost 50% to its price over the last week, soaring as global stock markets wait a prolonged coronavirus-induced shutdown. Then it talks more about Chainlink. The all-time high is $4.55, and it's now around $3.30. I think we saw it at $3.35. That's $3.36. So it's $3.35. Chainlink's been doing really well. We looked at the chart a little earlier. If you'd bought into it last week, you would be in a good place now. It's probably the only thing that you could have put money into really seen any sort of good return over the last 30 days, depending on how you timed it. I mean, you could have made some money with XRP if you were extremely smart and bought at the right time. You could have realized this. I guess you could have had a 14.5% gain if you bought a bunch at 12 cents. So, and I'm sure those people that did are happy at this moment. Really, that's it for today. I'm going to pop up some additional videos so you can continue your crypto insider journey. I keep getting emails. I'm a bit distracted today. I keep getting emails from my job. So I'm reading those as I'm going through these articles. I'm kind of multitasking, and I apologize if that's taken away from the experience today. All right, there's my music. I will pop up those videos. Like I said, please like and subscribe, and we will be back soon. I'm going to go work on these darn emails.